And this is the time to check your weapons. A gun jam on a beachhead might happen only once. The same thing is going on up in the Marine staging area. Weapons, equipment, and the men themselves get a personal once-over. Anti-aircraft protection stays on its toes, just in case. 37mm anti-tank teams have to load, aim, and fire almost simultaneously. They can get off about 30 rounds a minute. It's rumored that a Lone Star governor once said, "By gad, if the United States ever goes to war, Texas will go with it." And here she is. There'll be artillery, too, for knocking out Jap strong points. Sometimes it takes a flamethrower to burn out a pillbox. They work well in jungle warfare. That could be a NIP installation. Native fighters, or bongs as they're called, give our troops a few tips on the technique of jungle fighting. The training is carried out under simulated battle conditions. And soldier, those aren't pebbles hitting the stream. You've got to know how to fire at sounds, too, because jungle fighters seldom see each other alive. The last stages of training begin aboard the ships that will carry the troops to their mission. This practice ends in a full dress rehearsal. Two detachments are going to make the landing in rubber boats. It takes a lot of practice to handle these. It's dangerous, plenty dangerous. No protective armor, no more speed than your own paddle power. Regular types of landing craft may have trouble getting over the coral reef at Arroway, so buffaloes and alligators have been selected to bring the first wave of assault troops ashore. What's an alligator? It's an amphibious tank. What's a buffalo? It's an amphibious tank too, but it's got more armor. They look like bad dreams, and they'll deliver the first punch. And now let's hear what the general thinks.
The secret of your success is your squad and platoon leaders. They must get hold of their outfits and control them. But control doesn't mean bunching. The buffaloes will land in a wave. From then on, they're tanks. They crash through the underbrush. They knock out trees, followed by riflemen. You run upon a Jap machine gun nest. What do? You circle it, infiltrate, use grenades. And don't make the mistake of stopping to help a man who gets hit. You haven't got time. Let the medical men pick him up. So now, it's up to you. Remember, you can only go forward. You can't go back. There'll be nothing to go back to. Just grab a piece of beach and start shoving. Are there any questions?
Now comes the parade of men and supplies, the loading, the checking, the counting, the packing. It's the war of logistics, adding up to the final question mark. Will the troops who make the landing have what they need, where they need it, and when they need it? Training is over. Rehearsals are over. This is it. Remember, this is only one of 3 task forces, and it's going to make the landing at Arroway a few days ahead of the big stab at Gloucester. commander-in-chief, who is responsible for the coordination of the whole plan, comes down for the takeoff. General MacArthur and General Krueger on the right, commanding the 6th Army, have a last-minute chat with the task force commander. And what they said is a military secret. The first assault waves are ready. Time doesn't even wait on generals, and time is running out. This is goodbye, and good luck. There they go.
The buffaloes and alligators are going to load on the mothership. Meantime, the main force loads aboard its transport. Once up the net, the landing craft that brought them will be hoisted aboard. And the rubber boat detachments move out to load on the destroyer that will carry them.